Lauren Hutton became one of the most recognizable faces in fashion and film thanks to her effortless confidence, natural beauty, and refusal to conform to industry standards. Yet behind the public image that fans and photographers adored, she carefully balanced two very different sides of her life for decades. Not in a scandalous or secret crime sense, but in the deeply human way many public figures learn to separate their authentic private selves from the demanding personas expected by agencies, studios, and media outlets. On one side, she was the glamorous supermodel who broke barriers in the 1970s by embracing her unique smile and challenging rigid beauty norms, traveling the world for magazine covers and major campaigns while attending elite industry events where every detail of her appearance was scrutinized. But on the other side, she cultivated a quieter, more introspective existence focused on personal growth, adventure, and independence away from flashing cameras, choosing to spend long stretches traveling anonymously, riding motorcycles across continents, exploring remote cultures, and building friendships with people far removed from celebrity circles, which created a sharp contrast between the polished image audiences saw and the grounded, adventurous spirit she protected behind the scenes. Colleagues often described her as fiercely private, someone who valued genuine experiences more than fame itself, and she deliberately avoided many of the excesses associated with Hollywood stardom, preferring meaningful conversations and creative pursuits over constant publicity, a decision that sometimes confused industry insiders who expected her to fully embrace the spotlight yet ultimately strengthened her reputation as a trailblazer who refused to be defined by traditional expectations. Throughout her career, she also navigated the challenge of aging in a profession obsessed with youth, quietly redefining success by taking on diverse acting roles, supporting causes she cared about, and mentoring younger models who admired her resilience, all while maintaining the careful balance between the confident public persona required for professional success and the thoughtful private life that kept her grounded and emotionally fulfilled. Friends who knew her well often spoke about how this dual existence allowed her to remain authentic in an environment that could easily become superficial, explaining that her so-called double life was really a reflection of her determination to remain a complete person rather than a one-dimensional celebrity figure, someone who could enjoy the excitement of global fame while still protecting her personal passions, vulnerabilities, and independence from the relentless scrutiny of tabloids. And over time this balance became a quiet form of empowerment, proving that public figures do not need to surrender their individuality to maintain successful careers. As the fashion industry evolved and began to celebrate diversity and maturity more openly, many younger creatives looked back on Hutton's approach as visionary, recognizing that her ability to exist both inside and outside the spotlight had allowed her to sustain a career far longer than many of her contemporaries. And in later interviews she often reflected on the importance of living authentically despite external expectations, encouraging others to embrace complexity rather than chasing a single, curated identity. Ultimately, the narrative that she lived a double life speaks less about hidden secrets and more about the universal human experience of balancing public roles with private truths, illustrating how even the most iconic figures must navigate the tension between who the world believes they are and who they truly feel themselves to be. And Lauren Hutton's enduring legacy rests not only on her groundbreaking work in fashion and film, but also on her quiet demonstration that strength lies in protecting one's inner world while still sharing creativity and inspiration with millions, a lesson that continues to resonate with audiences who see in her story a reminder that authenticity often exists behind the scenes rather than in the spotlight alone.